Hey friends! Welcome to another episode of Lifestyle Chats with Val and Friends. Today is Wednesday. I'm so glad that I got that right. I am so pumped because we are going to be chatting with the one and only Bevy Smith. She is absolutely certain to put a smile on your face and keeps it real while doing so. It's Bevy and I met when I was a lifestyle expert on Page 6 doing Page 6 TV picks. So essentially all these really great deals we would surface and put up on the show, and everybody would get a great discount, which was awesome. It was called Page 6 TV Picks, and we always had fun presenting the products together, and I can't wait, here, I see her in the chat right now, so I may as well pull her on, to bring on this beautiful woman who is my heart. There she is.
I gotta get my response.
Revelation beauty.
Hi, baby.
Wearing star earrings, just like you are.
I got all gussied up for you.
I put on pink.
Yesterday was a banner day for me. Oh, you put on pink gloss for me. I appreciate it. Yesterday I had a bunch of these things to do.
Yes.
I did a Watch What Happens live one.
Amazing.
I did a cameo. You know Cameo?
Yes.
I did a cameo yesterday, so I decided to keep it going with you.
I love it. Guys, so Cameo, for those of you that don't know what it is, it's basically like a subscription service. Yeah, that's a better angle, Bev. I can see more of your beautiful face. Okay. Yes. Oh, and that lip. Oh, absolutely. All day. But Cameo is a subscription service, and then you can have celebrities, influencers, news personalities essentially give shout-outs to the people in your life. So that's really fun, Becky, that you did that.
Yeah, you know what? I signed up a couple of months ago, and I just never really did anything with it. I don't really promote it. But then people send me sporadically, like, requests, and then I do it. It's, it's like easy breezy. It's like talking on the IG Live. Why not?
Exactly. I mean, it's not work when you're just having a conversation with friends, and that's, like, the best thing about it.
Yeah. You look good, baby.
Thank you. I showered. I blew out my hair. Mm-hmm. It's not the same as the hair and makeup team we had over at Page 6 TV, but it's not work.
Make it work.
So, guys, I have to say, I introduced Bevy before I pulled her on screen. Most of you, that angle. That's it.
I'm trying to get it right. I had it really good before you came on, and now it's like sucky.
I had the pleasure of working with Bevy on Page 6 TV that she co-hosted with Elizabeth Wagmeister and Carlos Greer, who are also amazing. And literally, I jumped on Bevy's Instagram Live over the weekend, but they greeted me with open arms. This is a woman that I've known forever, even though she looks 21, but has the knowledge of a very much professional. And it didn't feel like work. And I think, that's what it's all about. Bevy, any project, because you're a woman of many, you just bring an energy so that it feels so effortless. How do you do that?
Well, you know what? I actually try to only do work that I want to do. So if I'm not interested in something, I'm going to pass on it. So just like this week, I got a request from someone on LinkedIn to do something that I could do at home during coronavirus that would earn me some money. But it's not really a project that I'm interested in.
Sure.
And so even though it could bring me in some coins, because, I make a nice amount of money doing speaking engagements. And of course, there are no speaking engagements right now due to Miss Coronavirus.
Right.
So yeah, could I use some extra income? Sure. But it's not something I want to do. So I already know that I'll be bad at it and I'll be a disgruntled person. So for me, I always tell people that, if you can financially, if you're able to try and only pursue things and to do things that you actually are interested in and you have a passion for.
I love that. And I think now this is like the best time for that because the fact that so many people need work. So potentially somebody might get that job that really needs it.
Yeah, definitely. I think right now is a really great time for everyone to kind of revamp and remix their lives, right? You don't have to come out of Miss Coronavirus the same way you went into it. So,
Agreed.
I've talked a little bit about this before, but, the day before I actually self-isolated was the 12th, and I went on an acting audition for a show. Now, here's the thing. it was a gloomy day. Coronavirus was looming.
Right.
But I pushed myself to go to this audition because I was like, no, I want to pursue acting. So let me go and, push through, even though I didn't want to, even though I was very fearful of going on the audition due to the coronavirus and things like that. I went anyway. Right. And so, I just think that anybody that's ever had an inkling or a little itch to kind of like pursue something, you should try it now.
Now it's the time.
Now is the time, but also too, Val, I think people have to give themselves permission to be lazy too, if that's what they want to do.
You bring up such a good point. I think that this is a time where we actually do have to be easy on ourselves, but also challenge ourselves and find that balance.
Yeah, definitely.
That's amazing. Wait, I want to see you on my TV and movie theater screens once we can get back in there. That's another example of how you are essentially translating your career that you've built as a TV host, as a radio personality, as an in-person, an in-arena host, and doing something else, getting to that next level.
Yeah. I mean, you know what it is? It's just like, I think now more than ever before we realize life is really short.
Right.
Tomorrow is not promised. All the cliches have really come to life, right? With this damn virus. So I've always had that kind of feeling that, it gets greater later. I'm 53 years old. I don't feel like there's any limit to what it is that I should be pursuing. There's some things that obviously are probably out of the equation now. I probably cannot become a professional surfer, which is something that once upon a time I was like, oh yeah, I want to be a surfer. That's probably not going to happen now. But there's a bunch of other things that have always been kind of like in my mind that I've wanted to do that I can do now. And so I'm gonna at least give it the old college try.
Well, I will say, Bevy, you do look beautiful on a beach. We've all seen your photos from Mykonos and your travels before Miss Corona showed up.
Right, exactly. Well, yeah, that's one of my passions too, Val, is that, I'm a world traveler. I like to travel solo most times. But it really does give me an opportunity to like kind of chill. So people always like, oh, this must be so tough for you, this like whole isolating thing. And it's like, it's actually not, because one of the reasons why I travel alone, Val, is because I want the opportunity to decompress.
Right.
Our lives, and the last time we saw each other, we were at Soho House.
Yeah,
so our lives are very like, ooh, yes, darling, yes, ooh, everywhere, yes, and all of the things, right? So when I travel, it's my chance to like just chill, strip it all down and just do nothing. Someone just said I would play a good madam. You're right. You're right. I would make a really amazing madam.
You've got animal print on, so it's perfect. Bevy, you make such a good point, too, because we can play all these different roles and have different versions of ourselves, but so many people know you as fun and loving and in the know and girl about town, getting the Met Gala, like hobnobbing with Celeste, but sometimes you do need a break from all of it.
Yeah, I think most of us need a break from all of it. I mean, even someone like you, Val, who is like lovely and vivacious and bubbly, but you know what? There are times, I'm sure, when you just are like, I want to take it down a notch. Yep. Maybe I want to be in my sweats. Maybe I do want to cry. Maybe I just want to be mellow. And you don't want to have to always be in service to people. And I think that that's something that a lot of people don't understand. For those of us who are in entertainment, a lot of times we are in service to others. Right. So when do we have a chance to serve ourselves?
That's such a good point, too. We're always on, but this is kind of time I'm taking to better myself, to be comfortable with being with just me, and to slow down a little bit and not say, I checked off A, B, C, D, E today, what am I getting done tomorrow? Like, kind of just be in it, like have goals, set appointments, connect with friends that keep us driven and ambitious, but also be able to take a step back and say, it's okay that I'm just chilling right now.
Yeah. And it really is okay that you're just chilling right now, Val. I mean, and to the people that are watching, I would really urge them to, like you said, be easy on yourself. Don't feel guilty. Like there are lots I see every day. I'm amazed at all the people that I'm seeing that are like making like appointment IG moments and doing all these amazing shows, and I love it and I support it. Like I support your show. I don't have it in me. I'm like, okay,
I love it though. You just jump on, but you're so real. Like you jumped on this weekend, and you were pulling friends on screen. I saw our girl Alicia Quarles was on. You pulled lots of other fabulous people, and that authenticity, that's what it's about. And that's why people gravitate toward you. Am I right, guys, in the chat?
Well, you know what? I think authenticity is like such a valuable commodity. But the problem is that now it has become a commodity. It's become something that people try to craft, which is a very, polar opposite of being authentic. So I think that, being comfortable with oneself, and kind of like pursuing the things that actually interest you. I got an email this on Sunday night from a friend actually who wanted me to do a style segment with her on one of these things. And I was like, real talk, I'm going to curse. I don't give a shit about fashion right now. I put on this leopard because, we're all obsessed with Carole Baskin of Tiger Kings. So I'm like in my cats and kittens mode right now, but I don't care about fashion at this moment. Right. Like I can give two shits. I have a lot of nice clothes in that closet in the other room, and if I want to, I'll put them on. But I don't have it in me to actually sit up and have a real discourse about style and fashion right now.
Well, and I guess that's you being real and saying that's not important to me, that's not where my focus is, and that is something that I think that we all need to embrace. So thank you.
Thank you, lover.
So I have a question. I saw you talking to some guys on Bevy's balcony from afar down. Have you had any success? Have there been any suitors that piqued your interest?
Well, Val, I'm actually on Hinge right now. So I'm dating in the time of Corona.
Tell me everything. Okay, how has that experience been for you? Are people open to doing these video chats?
Yeah, but am I open to doing the video chat? That's the question, right?
True.
But yeah, you know what I mean? I think it's a great time if you're single to really get to know someone, because oftentimes IRL, in real life, we're all so busy.
Yeah.
One. Two, when we do connect with people, a lot of times we want to jump into something that kind of becomes like this immediate thing. And I think that like right now during coronavirus, it's a great time to really talk to someone, get to know them, get to know their likes, their dislikes, and really have real connecting conversations versus like, where are we going, getting drunk, perhaps making out or hooking up and queering the deal. So yeah. I'm just trying to right now take this time and meet new people.
I think that's really hard because the moment we're able to open that door and be around everybody, our time is going to become even more valuable again. So it's kind of like weeding out who you don't want to see when you leave the house, right?
Exactly.
And you'll know who's worthy of a date with Bevy of Mixed Revelations.
Exactly. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So
someone said that she's an exclusive matchmaker. It's a great time to date virtually.
Oh, look at that. So Eric's diary, we're going to have to look into you. Yeah. So Bevy, I heard a little birdie said that you have a book coming out in September.
My book, well, actually, because of in the time of Corona, we pushed it back to November. But my book is coming out. It's called Bevelations, Lessons from Mother, and Mother is spelled Mutha, Auntie, and Bestie. And I'll tell you where that kind of topic, the title came up. So Mother is a name that was given to me by many of my friends in the LGBTQIA community. And that's a very important community to me. It's one that I'm very proud of being a part of as an ally, not as the other parts. But I'm very proud of being a part of it. And so Mother is someone that, is a title that I love and I really embrace. And it really is one of, it's an honor to be called Mother. And it means that you have people that are in your life that trust you, that you guide, that support you, that you support, and all of that. So Mother. Auntie comes up. And I don't know if you saw this, Val, but Oprah Winfrey and Gayle King were like, a couple of months ago, were like, I don't like it when people call me Auntie because they feel like it means old. I, too, don't like a virtual stranger calling me Auntie. But here's the trick. What I have learned is that because I am very bossy and outspoken, people do feel like I'm family to them. And if they're younger, they feel like you're my cool auntie. So I said, you know what? It is what it is. As long as you're under 35, I will accept an Auntie Bev from you. But if you're over 35, you're too damn old, and I'm not accepting it because I'm 53. And for me to be your auntie, I wasn't a child auntie. I was, So that's the thing about auntie, and then bestie. So on all the TV shows I've ever done, from Fashion Queens to Page Six to Wendy Style Squad, people are like, "Oh my God, you are so real. You keep it real. You tell it like it is. You feel like a best friend." So that's why it's lessons from a mother, auntie, bestie.
See, that's exactly right. And it's funny too because I remember I won't use the word attacking, but we were at a Greek restaurant many years ago. I don't know if you remember this. And I just approached your table. It was a media night out.
Oh my God, was it at Milos?
Yes, it was Margot from SiriusXM put it together.
Yes.
And I was just like, okay, I have to introduce myself immediately. Hi, Bevy, big fan. And you were so cool as I interrupted your dinner. I was still appropriate. And it was like,
no, you were appropriate.
Don't just go up to Bevy when she's dining out on a date with one of the guys that she has sourced.
Val, I've had people come up to me when I've been on a date actually making out with a guy and been like, "Oh my God, are you Bevy Smith?" And I'm like, "Yeah, but you see me with my tongue down this guy's throat. Get out of here." Because that's a part of my keeping it real too. Like, you're not going to encroach upon my life. Like, I love you to watch me on TV, but I am actually making out with a person. So,
right. Bevy needs to get her too. Especially after lockdown, guys.
Right, exactly.
So, Bevy, I know you have a marketing background, and I think that's beautiful, and I think that's one of the reasons why you're able to excel in so many different areas of media and entertainment. What do you say to people that do want to sort of shift gears? What are the steps that people can take?
Oh, yeah. Well, you know what? Before I decided, I remember feeling very disenchanted with my career as a fashion advertising director. When I was around 33, I had a full-on meltdown about it. And I was like, I am miserable. I need to change my life. So what I will tell you is this. I decided that at 33, I didn't pull the trigger until I was 38. It took 5 years because, first of all, I just knew I was dissatisfied with my career, but I didn't know what I wanted to do, and I didn't know why I was dissatisfied. I just knew I was no longer happy. So then, I had to take some time to explore the why, and then I had to explore the how am I going to get out of this, and then I had to explore when I get out of it, who do I want to be? Who do I want to emerge as? So it took some time to actually answer all those questions, because I will tell you this, just because you're dissatisfied in your life doesn't mean that you want to blow it all up, right? It doesn't mean that all of a sudden you want to, go from, I was making, over $300,000 a year, and I had a job that had me traveling to Milan and Paris 6 times a year. I mean, that's not an easy thing to give up. I don't think anyone would quit something like that lightly. I certainly didn't. I actually tried to find so many different ways to remain in my kind of lofty position. And then I realized that I couldn't put my foot in the water to really get to where I wanted to go. I had to immerse myself in the water, and I had to go for it. And it was going to be a sink or swim proposition. But I will tell you, so I quit my job at Rolling Stone magazine at 38 years old, and I did not get Fashion Queens until I was 45. So that took 7 years to, from quitting a very great gig to actually landing a TV show that actually went and actually was on the air for 3 seasons. And the reason why I think it's important to note that is because I think a lot of people feel like, oh yeah, you have a dream, you have a passion, you quit, it's going to all come together. Probably not. It's going to take a little time.
It's not overnight. It takes time. You earn it. And that's exactly what you have done. And you're still building a Bevy empire. Bevelations empire. The Bev empire.
Yeah, no, and I love the slow and steady pace of it too. I'm very grateful that now I actually make money. I mean, one of the toughest parts of it was going from making a really great amount of money to making no money. That was really hard, and I won't ever kind of downplay that part of it, because I think a lot of times people do downplay it. Oh, it was a struggle, but it was fine. In my book, I have a chapter called "Broke but Blissful," And I really was very happy, but I wasn't very happy about being broke. Okay.
No. Definitely not. And I think that being in that position sort of lets us all appreciate what we get, what we have more.
Yeah, no, definitely. I mean, once I started actually making money again, I was really like, okay, I remember how this felt. This is good, but I mean, my life was totally different this time around because, something else in the book I talk about is, I was a shopaholic. They wanted to put my cam down so they could see all of my fabulous. Well, that's Tupac over there. You see him? Okay.
Yeah.
Right. But I was a shopaholic, and the reason why I was a shopaholic is because I was a miserable person, and I was medicating. Yes, I was medicating through shopping, and I also talk about in the book the fact that, one of the most horrific things that marketing has ever done is created this fable that being a shopaholic is a fabulous thing to be. There's all these T-shirts like, "Oh, I'm a shopaholic. Kiss me, I'm a shopaholic."
Coffee then shopping or whatever. Yeah, Birkin and Rosé.
That shit ain't cute.
No.
It's cute. Being able to be happy without material things.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And, I still like nice things. I still definitely go out and buy my bags and my shoes and my garments. But now I don't use it as a crutch. I used to literally, Val, go out on a Saturday once a month with a girlfriend. And because I worked in fashion, I had discounts at most every luxury store. So I would hit Fifth Avenue. I would go crazy. I would hit Miss Gucci, Yves Saint Laurent, Dior. I would go down the line. And all the places, they all knew me. I got 30% off. They would give me the champagne. I would be taken into a private room. She would be shopping. She would be feeling fab. And then she would go home and be like, I don't even know why I bought all this crap. I don't even know why I bought all this crap.
Wait, Bevy, you worked at Rolling Stone?
Uh-huh.
I was an intern there 2 summers in 2004 and 5. I worked under Lisa Dallek.
I was there.
And Claudia Di Romualdo was the publicist at the time.
Yes, Claudia. Mm-hmm.
See, guys, this is the thing. It's such a small world because I've always looked up to Bevy, and I've been hustling and doing this, but it's for a while. But it's paths cross, people have history, and they don't even know it. And then it's it was magic when I got to be on your show. I got to tell you, when I landed that gig, it was just are you kidding? Page 6 TV. I get to work with Bevy.
But you know what, though? You were so lovely and so open and so professional. And you made the segment fun and you brought it to life. And you're just really amazing. And I want to tell you this. I can't wait to see what happens for you next. I hope that you will continue to really strive to break through because it's great that you can do all the pics and everything. But that personality that you have is bubbly. You're made for daytime TV. I'm not made for daytime TV and morning TV. I have a filthy mouth.
Yeah, you're nighttime, love.
I'm nighttime. I have a filthy mouth, and I like to say inappropriate things. So I know it's no room for me on daytime TV, and that's okay. But
oh my God, I love you.
But you're made for daytime TV. You have a lovely, lovely spirit, and you should really just go for that hardcore.
Oh, I'm doing it every day, all day. Oh, Keith, it's funny. My brother says filthy mouth.
Oh. Hi, Keith.
And Bevy, I gotta say, you just keep being you because I have friends that literally said to me, "Oh my gosh, Bevy, your guest today, I cannot wait."
Oh, well, I appreciate all of it, and I just want to say to all you guys, please pre-order my book, Revelations, Lessons from a Mother, Auntie, and Bestie.
Well, I'll tell you right now, Bev, that is going to be a must on my to-do, and there's no such thing as too much shopping when it comes to Bevy's book.
No, that's true. Buy a ton of them, little lady.
That's right. Okay, Bevy, I love you.
I love you too.
Thank you for watching Lifestyle Chats with Val and Friends. Today's the friend, Bevy Smith. Her book, You've Been Validated. Check in and be easy on yourself.
Bye, baby. Thank you.
You too. Thank you for your time. Mwah.